Hey guys, welcome to Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley, and he is my number
We're
one.
both about to do that joke. Wow. It's as if we think alike.
It's scary, man.
It is scary. Yes. I appeared, but my Enterprise counterpart. But I'm wearing a red
If you're
right
wearing
now.
a red shirt, you're gonna die by the end of
Yes.
this episode. So,
Yeah. The new Mystique turned Federation officer in a wonderful uniform has a short but memorable scene with the Spock storyline progressing that.
yes.
And what do
and
you
the,
think?
And the Enterprise storyline, and the Tech storyline, and the hologram storyline. So she's got quite an important role in this short little section here.
That's true.
The one thing we don't know is her
Oh.
name. I thought we were at least going to get her name. Even her first name, her last name, I don't care. I thought Pike would have said, hello, Helen, or hello, whatever. But no, she beams on and just immediately goes into number one, she's a computer mode, and just starts, this is the problem, this is what we're doing. All right. I thought it was really well written for her character. I don't know how well I liked Rebecca Romaine compared to Majel. I mean, Majel's awesome as number one because it's the only number one we've ever seen. But she seems a little softer than Majel did, and I don't know if I like that. We did get some humanization of her. We know she likes burgers with fries and sriracha sauce or whatever the hot sauce was. I love that because I'm a huge hot food guy, so she's into the same food I am. I can dig that. So we got a little glimpse of her. So I was overall kind of impressed. I just wish we had heard a name.
Whereas I like the Mystery of No Name. I think that's really her biggest feature, is her unique title and the fact that the legacy of Trek continued it with a number one William T. Riker. She's a very she's a weird character because especially since she changed roles with Spock. The character was unfortunately dropped because Gene was given a choice to keep the alien or keep the woman. It's like, wow, great, thanks guys, and so she sort of melded them both into the Spock character. That's why when we watch Cage, it's kind of an odd thing to see. Although Major does a great job. Obviously, they couldn't develop anyone particularly, especially the side characters beyond like a scene. And so, it's basically just a blank slate. You take she's a professional officer that's, yes, very, very into her job. And I think Rebecca Romaine does a great job at being just a professional officer that comes in, does well, and has a certain, you can feel the friendship level is akin to a Spock and Kirk, to a Bones and Kirk. Mm-hmm. It's an instant rapport where Pike feels very at ease, and she can be she goes straight. He isn't. She said, "Oh, can we get some food?" And she's leading him and his ship to the mess hall, and she picks the food. He has no say in this. You know what I mean? It's like it's a fun little power play in a sense.
And bouncing off that, it's funny because when he was talking about ripping out the holographic communication system in the Enterprise and said that it feels like talking to ghosts, she kind of snickered a little bit, and he goes, "What did the chief engineer's name? I can't remember his name. Did he say that I would say that?" She said, "No, I did." So she knows him well enough to know what he would say, and I do like Pike's character quite a bit with the terms and phrases that he uses. So he's somebody that if you're working under him, you can get a pretty good sense of what he's going to do, how he's going to deal with situations. And I think that she's a very intelligent person, obviously. So their rapport is really nice. Just from the short little bits we've seen, I would love to see more of them working together because it's a cool dynamic. It's different than Kirk and Spock, but
certainly.
yet still the same. You know what I mean? It's got that same vibe to it. So anyway, I think it was a great representation of her character for the short time that she was in this episode. I'm sure we're going to see more of her.
Yes.
I have the distinct impression that near the end of this season, the Discovery is going to be in trouble, and the Enterprise is going to come flying in. She's going to be in the captain's chair of the Enterprise bridge.
Absolutely.
We're going to see the bridge, and we're going to be disappointed. But we're going to see her in the captain's chair taking command and kicking ass, and I think that'll be kind of cool if they do that. I'm not sure if they will.
But we know they've built the Enterprise bridge, and they built it at the end of the season because that's when they were building it several weeks ago, and that's an end of a season sort of thing. So And it'd be kind of fun if that was, the final two-parter, and you tend to get more budget at the end of a season, includes as a, you don't tend to introduce things like this unless you pay them off, especially as her character, everything she said is characterful, which I really appreciate. There was something to be gleaned, either the grand scheme, them scheme, or just her scheme. Okay, so you can't grand scheme in all different contexts, but, it was good. And the fact that she's supervising the repair. That's her primary. But on a day-to-day, and it's been several weeks, we can assume, it's not going to be the most taxing job of a first officer that's used to dealing with all these cool things. And I can't imagine the full 400 crew, or I guess 230, depending on if you count the cannon, with the on-screen, with the... Wow, they were messed up in the first episode. They're not all staying on the ship while it's getting fixed. I wouldn't imagine. So she's got a skeleton crew and a repair crew. And so, she's using a lot of her spare time to do some dodgy lookings. She's going well above and beyond, and I appreciate that she values Spock so much. Although he's also the son of the Vulcan ambassador, so he's not like he's just any Vulcan. It's like Saavik, no, not Saavik. The one from Voyager. I mean, like Vorik in Voyager. I don't think they have the same level of. I must find out what happened to him, because he's just more average Vulcan, as it were. So it was interesting. In a character, and that she has that much connections, that much pull, because not every officer can find secret documents. So that was quite interesting. Although straight away I'm asking the question, maybe does she have any Section 31 ties? Does she's getting this information? Is she a plant?
I don't think so. That would ruin the character. I think she's very straight-laced, very Starfleet. I don't think she would agree with anything that Section 31 does. But yeah, the fact that she's looking into this matter with Spock and kind of going clandestine a little bit, because Pike asks her, is this all on the level? She's like, do you really want the answer to that? And he's like, all right, then, we're on the same page. So he knows what's going on. It's one of those kind of things. Like, you know that something's going on, but it's got to get done to help their friend. So, yeah, it shows a great dynamic. It's kind of the trifecta of that ship now, of the Cage Air Enterprise. You got number one, Pike, and Spock again. Spock's like the linchpin here, because later it's McCoy and Kirk. But I would like to see how these three work together as a team. I think if we could see some adventures with these three actors specifically. We don't know Spock's yet, but doing some adventures, it'd be cool to see. It'd be cool to see the dynamic and the interpersonal relationships that they have, because she's so cold and analytical and like a computer, and so's Spock. Like when he gets called a computer, it's like a compliment. So maybe they get along super well. Maybe they kind of irritate each other somewhat because they're so much alike. I mean, that happens as well. So I would like to see more of her character and how she progresses. But I don't know how much of we're going to see in season 1 or season 2.
I mean, the backdoor pilot nature of Pike is such a good, even as like a 6 episode, just tell a story. You build the Enterprise bridge, that could be a sign that maybe they're going to quickly try and film a backdoor pilot. I mean, as long as it was well written, and I mean, what's great about that is that we're now setting up his personal command for more and more canon. It's like, the correct uniforms, they'll probably have different phases, all these different things because they are new uniforms and such. Although, it's interesting that she's wearing the new uniform, despite Starfleet wearing the old uniform still at Earth. So is that Earth? So does that mean now, next time we go to Earth, they might be updated?
Hopefully we see an admiral on screen and he's wearing the new uniform. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just a nice little nod. And we don't even know where she came from. Is the Discovery by Earth? Is it by the space dock where the Enterprise is being repaired?
Couldn't imagine.
Did she take a shuttle or another ship to see Pike?
Yeah, this episode was kind of lacking in an intro shot of Discovery, just beautiful in space, which we've seen a lot of in episode 2, and then just another ship come out of warp, and it would have been a great little, showing we're trying, guys. We haven't seen any secondary ships yet this season. I don't think we've seen any, have we? Yeah, but that obviously is super custom. So it'd be kind of nice if we'd seen another ship drop out and it's got more cylinder nacelles, got a more recognizable paint job, sign of, oh yeah, it's one of the newer ships. And that's bringing the more recognizable figure. It can still be Discovery era, but actually caring to fit in better. That would have been a nice touch. And the Eagle Moss ship.
Well, yeah,
exactly. Even more money. But yes, basically she was great. I was surprised how little a part she had. I mean, they really promoted her appearance, and I know they post 4 minutes of her online, which I refused to watch. I wanted to see her fresh.
Yeah.
Which was only in like 6 minutes, so that was pretty much her entire appearance. Luckily, I didn't see it, so I could just enjoy it as it came. And then she kind of... Sorry.
I was going to say, it would have been cool if she kind of stayed with them for the whole episode.
Yeah.
But she needs to oversee repairs, I get that, but still.
Yeah, no, she was good. Did good. For what the character is, she did good. And again, it's excellent in the uniform.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, guys, what did you think about her first appearance? Were you disappointed we didn't get a name? I know a lot of people were, based on my live review that I did last night. It is kind of cool being a mystery. It is honestly cool being a mystery, but at the same time, I mean, I think it's been said in a book or two, but I don't know if that's canon, if that's not canon. But I'm looking forward to hearing that maybe at some point.
You know, wouldn't it only be disappointing? You know,
probably her name's like Gwen. It's like,
yeah, because then do you pick like a 60s name in reference to that? Do you pick Majel? You know, a very
that would be
reference.
awesome. That would be awesome. Actually, that'd be a nice homage.
I mean, that's the most obvious thing. But you know, what do you pick? And you know, it's like, oh, Spock's got a second name. What? You know what I mean? Some things just it's fine. Just let him be. Let him be.
Yeah.
But it kind of feel a smidge forced. He says number one twice. Thank you, number one. It's like a bit impersonal.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the context of the thing, but,
especially they're not serving on the same ship at the moment, so they could be more informal. But
yes.
yeah, I see your point.
But
anyway, guys, let us know your thoughts down below.
Yes,
as always, don't forget to share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification icon, and check out all of our social media links in the description. Lots of ways to join us and help us out, and just engage with the awesome Trekyards community.
And you can do that on our regular live streams. Jump in and chat to us multiple times a week about Discovery episodes, we try to do non-Discovery as well, or watch our multiple episodes on different parts of the universe. We try and analyse a lot of the littlest things, because for us, they're all part of the canon, they're all part of this mystery that is Discovery and how it fits into the greater universe. And obviously you can support us directly if you love what we do and want us to keep doing more, because without support, both in views and money, we can't keep going. So a couple of ways, one of which is Patreon, the monthly donation scheme. Any amount helps each month. What's the second way, Stuart? We'll back and forth them.
The website, www.trekyards.com. There's a donate button that'll help us out. It actually goes straight into our PayPal, which if you just want to use PayPal, just use trekyards@hotmail.com. Yes. That way we get a bigger percentage than if you do a super chat on a live. You know what I mean?
That goes into our production budget for other cool events. And you can buy shirts, pillows, mugs, all the cool stuff in our Teespring store. Link down below. That is awesome.
That's right. And we also have the Eagle Moss link down below. So if you want to get yourself some really cool ships and save yourself some money, you just load up your shopping cart, and on checkout, just use discount code Trekyards, and you save yourself 15% off orders of $50 or more. So lots of ways that Trekyards helps you out, not just giving you information and entertainment each week, but also by saving you some money, even though we kind of make you spend the money because you like the ships and we're sorry.
And until next time with another Trekyards video, I am Commander Coggins.
And I'm Captain Foley.
And we'll see you next time.
Wait a minute. I'm the captain. You're number one. You have no name.
Oh. Okay, we'll try that again. Take 2, Stuart, but we're keeping this all in.
All right. Until next week, guys, I'm the captain.
And I'm his number 1.